Good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. We're going to do another session of Read, Pray, Sketch, but I thought I'm just going to make it really quick. So while we're waiting for everybody to jump on, if you don't have this handout, I'm Marcia Baker, by the way. I am the Sketch Note Boss, and hopefully you have discovered us at blessings.com, where we teach you all about visual faith. And we're working on Read, Pray, Sketch, which is just a very simple method on those days where you don't have time to do your Bible journaling. You don't have time to get all your stuff out, but it's so important to be in the Word every day. So I just have this really simple method that we can do in less than 15 minutes. We're going to journal, we're going to pray, we're going to get our gratitudes done, and we're going to draw and get that all done, and it's going to be in a fun way. And if you have more time, certainly you can spend more time and add color, but it's just meant for you to have a consistent method to be in the Word. So here's my blog, blessings.com. And in order to get this printable and other awesome things, printables and such, and get things first, so to speak, if you just sign up for the newsletter, so put your email address, your name, first name, last name, and then be sure and hit submit, and you will get an automatic reply. And in that automatic reply will be a link to the members only page. And right now at the top of the members only page, you'll see this Read, Pray, Sketch logo, and right underneath will be a link for this printable. So, and you can obviously find the videos here on the Sketch Note Boss Facebook page, but then you can also find them. I'm just posting them every day on this blog, and you can also find them on YouTube. So lots of places to find me, so whatever works for you. So, all right, let's go back. Oh my gosh, look at all you guys while I'm doing all the housekeeping stuff. Lillian, good morning. Good morning, Margarita. And Joanne, am I saying that right? That's a lovely name. Love that. Hey, Joan. Hey, Renee. Andrea, thanks so much for joining me. So, hey, let me just ask you this crazy question. I'm thinking about not doing a live tomorrow because it's Sunday, and I thought, well, maybe I could get it done really quick because, okay, let me just tell you that our church starts at 10:15, and and I'm being the pastor's wife, so I'm just thinking maybe it might not be just the best optics for me to show up late. So I'm thinking, and I know Sunday's crazy, and maybe we should just really make it the day of rest. So does that sound like a plan? So therefore, then that leaves us 4 days left. So then we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday live. How are you feeling about that? And you can leave a comment, yay or nay, thumbs up, thumbs down. So, if I'm late, my husband gets mad, I'm just going to blame it on you guys. So anyway, let me know what you think about that. All right. So leave me some comments and let me know what you think. So, hey, Lori from Calgary. Oh, awesome. I would love to visit Calgary. I heard the British Columbian, that's right, the Rockies up there are just amazing. It's on my list. So Margarita says, do what's best for your worship day. So, yeah, I think it's going to resume on Monday, and I'll post something to that effect. So anyway, so just have your Sundays be your normal Sundays and be with your family and go to worship somewhere, do something. I don't know, your church is open or not? I'm not sure. So we are open, but we're small enough that we seriously social distance. We have chairs, so we don't have a pew situation, so we can divvy them up so it all works. All right, well, let's get started today because we've got a lot. All right, I'm sure have a lot to do. We have our fun fest today, so yeah. So when I get done here, I'm gonna just go wipe up the popcorn machine and take it up to church, that kind of thing. So all right, so here's my day. So the verse today is, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away. So I thought maybe it would be fun to do something with font, to do something with the wordplay. So I kind of put that on a curve. So again, for my heaven, I use clouds. And so we did clouds yesterday. We do them again today. And then the earth. And so I promise the earth, you'll be amazed at the number of times you actually draw the earth. And then I tried something a little different. So I wrote Saturday in the background. So the only things I used today. So I used this Tombow 452. That was my blue. I used a pencil, a Sharpie pen, right? And then I also used this Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen Bullet Nib 1.5. So it's just to get the thicker lines. So anyway, so those are the 4 things I used today. So definitely I got this done in less than 15 minutes. And then here's my layout for the travel journal. So again, so I just decided to maybe make this like a large banner and then put my journal, my prayers, my gratitudes at the bottom. So all right, let's just get to it. So let's draw this word words, and then we're going to do clouds, and in case you missed yesterday, and then the earth, and we're going to call it done. So it's probably going to be really short. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing any. Okay, let's see. Some popcorn. Yeah, come on over for popcorn. I don't know. My husband had this crazy idea. Um, so that we should get a popcorn machine, and it has come in so handy. It's been pretty amazing. So yes, thank you, Renee, for putting that there. So Lillian, use your iPad to create. Okay, so Lillian, do you use Procreate? What do you use? Because I'm thinking about getting an iPad, just biting the bullet here. So I feel like it might help me be a lot more productive. And because I think that I want to start doing a little project of like Bible icons. Take a book of the Bible and then draw the little icons that go in the book. So I don't know. Oh, yay, Patty! I'm glad you caught me live. So I'm glad. So maybe it's good that we're here Saturday, but we're not going to be here tomorrow. We're going to do it again. So yes, you use Procreate. So I'm thinking about an iPad. So, okay, Lillian, let me just ask you one more question. So what size do you have? So I'm thinking about the 11-inch. So anyway, all right, but I digress. So let's get to this. And maybe Lillian, I'll just direct message you and we'll have just a little chat about that whole iPad thing. So, all right. So basically we have the same thing going on both those pages. So, so the first thing, and so, oh, the other thing that I did just to add a little more interest was I decided to do dash boxes instead of just plain lines. And I just, to me, it's more sort of minimal today with just one color. And I just thought maybe the lines would be a little less heavy or, on your eyes, and just kind of create just kind of a lighter page, just kind of a look. Anyway, so, and I love what you guys are doing. So just it's just been amazing how creative you all have been. Oh, I think it was Mary actually yesterday did, and I'll grab a picture of hers for a Monday, that she drew her picture in the background and drew her boxes over it. So I actually thought about doing that, and she actually did it. So you guys are so creative, and a lot of things. I'm not very creative, but you don't give yourself enough credit because you're much more creative than you think you are. So. All right, so let's just do this banner since it's all the same. And well, and I'll show you the dates as well. So let's just do this banner. So let's just pretend that I have this much room at the top of my page, and I have obviously a large sketchbook, so your page is probably not going to be that big, and if you did, your page is probably going to be that portrait versus landscape. So what I thought I would do is write, my words will not pass away. So I'm just going to draw a semi-curved line like that. And then I'm going to come up and kind of draw parallel. Doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to write my in this space and then words. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just start in pencil. And I use a serif font. It's got the little feet and hat on it, right? So that's a serif just to give it. And so basically I'm just going to write the word, and then I'm going to come back with my Faber-Castell pen and make this like triple the width to just give it more interest. Okay. And then we'll draw the clouds and the earth. Okay. You'll be amazed how often you draw the earth. So I'm just going to draw very simple block letters. W, O. Since you're doing a big title, it's really good if you spell correctly, which sometimes I have big trouble. Okay, so look at this one. I'm doing a little bit different. So see how I decided to tuck my D? So if you look at this line, so the D is kind of floating, but it sort of fits in the R, okay? So I'm going to come down, and I'm not going to go all the way down. And actually, I'm going to make my R flourish a little bit bigger. So see, that's why we always start in pencil. There we go. That's what I want to do. And then I'm going to start at the bottom. And then there's that. And then here's my S. All right. So I'm going to use my Faber-Castell pen, and I'm just going to outline that. And again, if you have a shaky hand, it's okay. I promise the more you practice, if you just practice just a couple of minutes a day, you're going to be amazed how much you improve and how steady your hand is at the end of a couple of weeks. And then you can try some more daring things and you'll be amazed at what you can do. So there is a visual faith person inside you. And you know what? I'm just for a little interest. I am going to go back and bring up my W a little bit taller. I don't know. I just feel like maybe doing that. All right. And then I'm going to add, I think I got all my little hands and feet. So now I'm taking this pen and then I'm just going to go back over. So notice I chose one side or the other. So I chose the left side of the letters, right? Except for the S, kind of is all the O. So I did at the top of the bottom. But I did just one side, right? So if we just go and then kind of color that in to make that nice and thick. Oh, I guess I missed the feet on my W. My feet need a W. Can't go out without shoes, not in this weather, right? And then the O, I'm just going to draw in like that and then fill that in. All right. Margaret says I'm ahead. All right. All right, and see, I didn't leave really enough space, so my R and my O are going to be touching. Ideally, I should have fixed that, but I want you to know I make mistakes too. But you know, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go start over. Just get her done. All right, and I'm going to make the D a little bigger, and I kind of made that D a little fat, so anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. All right. So I'm just going to make the insides of my curves a little bit fatter here. And there we go. All right, so there's words. And then I'm just going to write my. Be sure and give it the little serifs. All right, so there's words. All right, and I'm going to then switch over to the Sharpie pen. And so I'm just going to put a little box up here for the date. All right, you'll notice that wasn't straight, but that's right. October 24th, Fun Fest Day. Oof. So we're going to get slammed because nobody else is doing any events. And then I'm just going to draw the clouds from yesterday. So lots of little half circles, and then I take and then I make a spiral, right? And you can put more than one spiral on your clouds. Something like that. And then if you wanted to add another little spiral or cloud over here and let it stop, that works, right? And then all I did was, so remember I talked about like this cloud's in front of this, so, and when a cloud is full of rain, the lower part has got the gray or the color, but in this case, we're going to use blue, so I'm just going to color behind, right? And then I think Renee mentioned, I just put little dots just to create a little more fun and interest, just makes him a little more whimsical, fun. So there's our heavens. All right, and then let's draw the earth. Okay, so this is how I draw the earth. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. Yes, Sharpie pens. Yes, they are my go-to everything. All right, so I don't know what I don't know. I just like them. I have all the Micron pens, but for whatever reason, Sharpie is my go-to pen. So here's my earth. Okay, and it's a squiggle. So, but you know it's an earth, right? But Cave, is it? I want to say anatomically, geographically correct? No, but you know exactly what it is. And think about this while you're sketchnoting. If they talk about the earth and you want to draw the earth, you know that the speaker is speaking and he is not gonna, I'm just gonna wait here and give you time. Oh, Lorraine, don't be sorry you're late. We just love that you're here. I mean, it's way early out there. Anyway, but you don't have time, so you have to do these quickly. So you have to do these in seconds if you want to keep up with the speaker. And it may seem a little overwhelming and daunting right now, but that's okay, because the more of these icons that you have in your quiver that you can just pull out and do, and there's nothing wrong with. So you're drawing, he's coming along, you're doing your sermon, and he's talking about the earth, and you're like, oh, I don't know how to draw that. So I'm just gonna, I think it's called staking. I think that's what Mike Rohde calls it, the guy that wrote Sketchnote Handbook. So he just puts a little pencil mark there, moves it, and then he moves on so he can stay. And then maybe you want to write earth in there so you remember. All right, so I wrote the word earth. So I'm going to erase it because we're actually going to draw the earth. So that's always a choice. Always, always a choice. If like, oh, I don't know how to draw that. So just make a little box, make a little circle, leave yourself space, write, you're going to do that. And when you get home, you can write in, you can draw. Okay. So here's the earth. So I draw a circle, right? Because pretty much we're a circle, right? Now, this is the one I draw. This is just the image that I draw, but I think maybe drawing a vision of just looking at South America would be just as easy, but when you're talking Europe and Asia and then Indonesia and all those islands, like, you don't have time for that. So so to me, this is the easiest one to draw, but maybe it's because this is where I live. So if you live somewhere else, maybe you'd want to focus on the part of the world where you live, and that you should do what so maybe that's what I'll do. So I'll force myself to draw some more different versions. Actually, hold on, hold the phone. I have done Earth's, let's see, what page on Earth Day? Earth. So I've done lots of Earths on Earth Day, and of course, it's not jumping out at me. But it's on April the 20th is Earth Day. All right, let's just see if we can flip through and find it really quick. All right. All right, hang on. Where's Earth Day? So I thought, oh, that'll be a fun thing to, because then there's lots of different ways that you can draw the Earth. But I tend to just draw this. All right, I'm belaboring this point. I can't believe I can't find it. I'm going to go, all right. Nope. Oh. All right. Looking. Quick. Trying to. So, 100 days of icons. And then actually I have more than 100 days. I didn't post everything. Earth Day, page 67. We should have just looked at that first. So, all right, 65. There's the Earth. So here's some other ways to draw the Earth. Yes. All right. So, Mitch, hey, welcome. Oh, okay, longitude like this. This is how Sandra says she draws it. So that's another way to draw the Earth. So this is the one way. I drew a heart. I drew it with a mask. I drew a little happy face. So Africa might be a really good way to draw it. Just looking at Africa. So this one's one with a view of Australia, and then that's Africa. And then I drew kind of like half the Earth and half a picture. I drew it on the globe. I drew it with people all around. I drew it with fun stuff on the outside of the Earth and drew it as a light bulb. So that was some creative ways I tried to do it for the 100-day project. So I will post this a little bit later today. So, but probably after the Fun Fest. All right, let's get back to the Earth. So, all right, so I come down, all right, and I'm going to just draw the Baja, right? And then I come up, and then, South America gets that big, kind of starts going over there. So then I come over here, and then I draw the Central America, and then I draw Florida, and I know that like that doesn't look anything, but that, what, I'm not entering a geography contest, right? I'm just drawing the Earth really quick. And what did that take? Like less than 10 seconds, right? So I'm going to come back and erase that. And then I'm not going to take the time because, oh my goodness, we're at 19 minutes. I always think, oh, I was going to be like a 5-minute thing and boom, we're done. And hear me while I get that talk. And you guys are like so awesome to hang out with. So then I'm just going to I'm not going to take the time to do all that because I want to do the other date and finish the verse. So anyway, finish that in, and you could actually make the landmass green and add a little more interest. So that could be choices. All right. All right. Okay. Mitch, you could have the patience to keep a log like that, okay? Because you could just do a page a day, or you could just do a page a week, and I would just say keep a journal. All right. So maybe one of my next Facebook Lives is like last night. Like my husband loves to watch TV, and I can take it, I can leave it. And so he likes me in the room. So I have another art room pretty much in the living room. It's kind of a pain to clean up when people come over. But anyway, so I just went through a magazine, and then I just drew the things in the magazine that spoke to me. And I don't know why I had a wedding magazine. I do, because I had a wedding project a long time ago, and not me or nobody was getting married, and I wasn't planning any weddings, but I was just doing some research. So I just went through that magazine and just drew the things that were interesting to me, flowers and little flourishes and stuff. So maybe I will show you that tomorrow, or maybe I'll do that in one of our Facebook Lives. All right, so then I'm just going to finish writing heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will, and I'm kind of writing this fast, and I just decided to do very basic block letters, and then I can write Matthew. And so this is just another way. If you don't have a lot of space and you're kind of scrunched, you can always make your Bible reference kind of like a fraction, right? Kind of like I did that. So Matthew 24:35. There we go. Can I see that? There we go. Right. I like that. So therefore, that's how we get that done. And if you wanted to do this, so I'm going to make my letters very tall, and I think I'm going to make my midline, I'm going to raise it, S-A-T, let's see if I can spell it right, S-A-T-U-R-D, and then A, and it's fine if because this is the background, right? So I've got all so everything kind of crosses here at the top like that. And then I'm going to take, if I had a brush pen, I might use it, but I don't see a brush pen. Looking. Anyway, not jumping out of me. So that's all right. And then I'm just going to write in my best hand, or you can print it. October 24th, 2020. And then just to kind of so to me that looks like that's kind of driving me crazy, because then it's not centered. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to draw some ovals and some other ovals. And now I got a pumpkin. So now I'm probably going to put orange in there if that was my real page. Anyway, so that could be a date. That could be another way you could demonstrate the date. All right. Oh my goodness, we're at 24 minutes. Let's, all right. Okay, what's tomorrow? All right, we're not doing tomorrow. Monday. I will praise thee with my whole heart. Okay, hearts. We are gonna just doodle up a heart. It's gonna be fun. So you could doodle flourishes, and I got the 100 Heart Day project. So if you go to the look at the 100 hearts, and actually maybe it'd be nice if you saw my screen. Actually, I don't think I did the screen before. Anyway, this whole switching thing I got to get done. So there's some hearts I did 100, and so actually I still have some left over. So So as I have been making orders, I've been sending little hearts along with it as I have them. So anyway, so there's the 100 hearts, and um, I think I meant to like put all 100 pictures of my 100 hearts, so maybe I will go back and do that. So 100 hearts, so I owe you 100 hearts and Earth days. I'm going to write that down, 100 hearts and Earth days. All right, I will get those posted, but I have to go to the Fun Fest first, so I will get those posted later today. Anyway, in the meantime, I hope you all have an amazing Saturday, and if there's anything else I can do, leave me a question. And you guys are awesome. Love you a lot, and I'm just going to cut it off here, and I will see you on Monday. All right, y'all have an amazing day. Love you guys.